everybody, and welcome back to City Chats with Joyce. I'm Joyce Dooley, Director of Research and Innovation. Woohoo! Very happy to be here today. We're going to be talking with the City of Houston about all kinds of projects that they got going on. Joining us today is Jesse Bounds. He is in the Mayor's Office of Innovation as their director, and we're going to talk about cool projects, best practices for managing a decentralized smart city strategy, and so much more. Jesse, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, happy International Women's Day to you.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Uh, Very excited about getting to work. I'm sure you get to work with amazing women all the time in the city of Houston. Is there anyone
You
that
in,
in
you
particular?
included, so yeah.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. So before we get too far ahead, I'd love to know what makes you so passionate about smart cities and why you do the work that you do.
Yeah, so I'm the director of innovation, and innovation and smart cities really are about problem solving, and that's really kind of what makes me, wake up in the morning and want to go to work, and I love solving problems and solving problems that matter, which are the problems that we face as we're driving to work, and as our kids are going to school, and our families are living in Houston, experiencing the issues of traffic and flooding and garbage collection issues. It's all very relevant problems that impact all of our lives here in the city of Houston. And I have a position where I can do something about it. And so that's really what I strive to do. And I've been doing that for the last 16 or so years with the city of Houston in various roles. And so I've been able to see the evolution of smart cities from, back in the day, it was just, creating data and making Excel pivot tables of, with the data and, providing that to departments and, glossy reports and to the mayor with paper reports. And now we have a whole lot more advanced tools, and smart cities is definitely one of those tools in our toolkit. We also use like Lean Six Sigma and human-centered design approaches, design thinking, a whole host of other solutions that we have at our fingertips to improve the way that the city operates and delivers services to citizens.
No, it's so great. And yeah, I mean, Houston's lucky to have you, especially since you have such a long-term experience with the city and you've been able to see this smart city evolution happen, right? Going from data tables, like you were talking about, moving to actually implementing impactful solutions that improve our quality of life, which, I think is really what this is all about, right? Is making things easier for people and more accessible and just better all around. So, we both know that like city departments and how they're structured can have a really big impact on the overall strategy for smart city development. And I know that the city of Houston kind of has a little bit of a unique situation. So how is your department structured, or how your smart city stuff is structured? And what are the benefits, do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't call us necessarily unique. We're a decentralized group. In
Mm,
fact, my team only has 3 people on it. And so we're a pretty small team. We're an internal consulting team for the city, first and foremost. And smart cities is a part of that, but really most of the projects are being sourced and led by our departments. And we have a lot of really talented departments. We're blessed that we're a large city and are able to recruit a lot of talent, and we have very progressive kind of forward-thinking departments that are leading the charge on this. And then we are in the position of wanting to know about what all is happening across the city, so we can have conversations with vendors or with academics or whoever whoever is interested in what the city is doing in this space. We have that knowledge, and we also have a knowledge of where all the problems are, where we could potentially use smart cities technologies to solve problems, but maybe the technology isn't there yet, or maybe we just are still trying to make the business case for that technology. So that's more our role is kind of the idea broker. So we definitely bring in ideas, smart cities ideas to departments, and introduce them to those concepts, help them make the business case for that technology, help them get it to the starting line, and then really we have a great IT department, and our departments have technical expertise to do more on the implementation side. And so we really rely on them to 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 do it once we get it to the starting line.
That's really cool. I mean, the idea, the concept of being an idea broker is pretty neat. And I think that that's a great way to describe how you guys function on your team and what you can do. I think there's some benefits to having, independent departments deal with the actual implementation, right, of smart city technologies, because it's great to come in and have these ideas, but to actually like execute, you want to be able to work with the boots on the ground people to make sure that it gets done the right way, right, and it's the most impactful it could be. So I think that that's a really nice relationship that you have with the other departments.
Yeah, and
um
there's a lot of
mhm.
cases where where we implement technology, and then maybe the department needs some help to get insight from the data that is being generated from that technology, and so we step in to help them with the reporting and the performance management aspect of things, and make sure that they're taking making the most out of their smart city technology, and making the most out of that really valuable data that is coming from these systems. So yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, as we know, data isn't everything, but data is kind of everything all at the same time. So it's really good to be able to have multiple areas of accounting and reportability on this to measure true impact. Um, so can you share some of the best practices of working with, a decentralized smart city strategy? Because I think it's really cool to have that ability to be decentralized, but what have you found works best with you and your teammates on your projects?
Yeah, so I kind of touched on it a little earlier, where you definitely have to have a team that has a pretty high degree of institutional knowledge, or knows how to, if we don't know something about a city function, and there's so many different city functions. I mean,
Yeah.
we have about 3,400 different distinct business lines in the city. And so, it's very difficult to keep track of everything that's happening in each one of those business lines. But to have somebody at a central level that understands pretty much how those departments are operating, and what their problems are, and what technologies they're using, that's really helpful. And that's something that me and certainly my colleague Nate Thompson also have that institutional knowledge, and it's and also an eagerness to want to learn more about what all the departments are doing, and just having a genuine interest in and how they do what they do. It's magic in a lot of cases, but it's incredible what city departments are doing on a daily basis. The other
Oh,
thing is to
absolutely.
oh yeah, yeah. Other thing is just taking inventory of all the different solutions that are out there. So,
Mm,
a lot of that's through these conversations that we were just talking about, just being genuinely interested in what departments are doing. But, asking, what smart city projects are you doing? What opportunities have you looked at that maybe you haven't implemented? What problems do you have that maybe there might be a technology solution for, or better, that we could, analyze data and help you determine what the root cause of that problem is, and that type of thing. So just having an inventory of everything that's happening city is really helpful. And then, more kind of on the, technical side, it's also helpful to have some policy and governance, constraints or, just, guardrails that help the city, keep track of everything that's happening uh, and make sure that, we don't have silos just operating,
Mm,
by themselves. And so our IT department has really good governance structure set up with all of our departments where they have visibility on that and are making sure that technology that's onboarded is safe, that it's protecting privacy and is safe against cyber threats and also just fits within our overall technology strategy. And then for our team, it's really help where we can help. So, the only way that we provide value as a consulting group is to add capacity. If it's doing, research on what other cities are doing in this space or how other cities addressed a specific problem or writing grants or, doing all the legwork to make it easier for departments to innovate and make it easier for them to change. That's what we do. So
that's great. Yeah, thank you so much for that. I mean, you know, it's always beneficial to hear how other cities, are approaching projects or what they find to be most important in terms of best practices, because that it's really difficult to be a master of everything. And so, having conversations like this, I think is really beneficial for other cities to learn, how to maybe structure themselves or how to improve their processes moving forward. To pivot a little bit, what are some of the cool projects that you have going on right now that get you and your peers really excited?
yeah. So, most of our projects are where our big problems are and kind of big and unique challenges to the city. Right now we're working on several proof of concept projects, one on smart railroad traffic, railroad crossing sensors.
Oh,
So
cool.
we're testing 3 different types of sensors. We have over 30 intersections across the city where trains pass traffic and frequently block our intersections. Uh, we have 30 crossings sensorized now, and we're doing an evaluation of those technologies to see how we can better warn motorists. So we want to make sure that if we have a ton of train traffic here in Houston, we have the port, the largest port in terms of foreign tonnage in the
Mm,
country here. And there's a lot of trains, particularly in the east side of town, because that's where the port is, and have just a high volume of rail yards and train traffic going through that area. And so we want to, understand how those trains are impacting our roadways, warn motorists, as I've mentioned, warn first responders so they can, go around those trains. So that's a big one. The other big one right now is, on flood monitoring solutions. So
mm,
we're testing a few different flood monitoring sensors that, are camera based or radar based uh, solutions that can also warn motorists before they drive into high water and give us better visibility into where roadway flooding occurs, so we can improve drainage systems and respond to emergencies better. It's a huge issue for us in
yeah.
Houston because we're in Hurricane Alley, and we've had 7 federally declared disasters in the past 7 years. So it's very top of mind for the mayor. We have a resilient Houston plan
Mm,
that has identifies over 64 goals, and
wow.
a, a lot of those goals have smart city implementation, have smart city features to those. We you know, looking at our Vision Zero plan, for example, one of the goals is to make our streets safer for all traffic. And so looking at how we can, you know, better monitor dangerous intersections and, you know, avoid, you know, traffic fatalities. That's really what we're trying to do. And technology can do a lot to help us get there.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
No, thank you for sharing all of that. I mean, it's the railroad one is particularly interesting because it's not something that comes up in many smart city conversations, but how critical is that to have those kinds of solutions, and how important for all kinds of things, right? From shipping to transportation to safe, I mean, just safety in general. So thank you for that. I do have one more question for you before we wrap up, and it's kind of, a little bit of a lead, but what's something cooler on the horizon for 2023 in Houston?
Well, I'll say that this is Mayor Turner's last year in his administration. He's term limited out, and he is sprinting to the finish. So we have done a ton during his administration, but there's still a lot to be done. And so the focus this year, really, from a smart cities perspective, is landing those planes. So we're just in full implementation mode right now, trying to get as much done as we can during his administration, and so that's our main focus right now. Also, really big news is the city of Houston is going to be hosting the Texas Smart City Summit April 23rd, 26th, sorry, April 26th, here in Houston at the Post Houston, which is this beautiful development downtown. It will be a rooftop view with some of the top officials from the state, top minds in the space from across the country, so I definitely invite everyone to join. Zpryme, of course. Joyce, you've been working with us on that, so shout out to y'all, and I hope everyone is able to make it.
Thanks so much. Yeah, and definitely excited about what's going to happen with the Texas Smart City Summit this year. I think that we have a really great lineup. Like you said, we're going to have some awesome vendors as well who are thought leaders in the space too, which is really great that we're going to have such a balance between industry and actual application within the cities here in Texas. So thank you for the shout outs. And we really enjoy working with you and your team on this project. With that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you so much, Jesse. Really appreciate having you today. Everybody stay tuned on City Chats. We'll be coming up soon with another episode. So see you soon. Bye.